Hi, my name is Kate. I'm also known as Two Little Kits, and welcome to my FlossTube. I've got quite a lot to share because it's been an extra week. Normally I do these every 2 weeks, but it's been 3 this time. So let's get started. I'm first going to dive into finished pieces because I do have one finished piece which ties into something else. So I shared in my last FlossTube that I was working on a new pattern and it's all done and the pattern is now available, but we'll talk about that in a second. So this is the finished piece. It's called Neurospicy Brain and I think it's awesome. I've never used, oh, hi Milo. I have a friend. Please stay there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've never used the DMC red 666 and I feel like I would remember having used that because it's the evil number. But this piece uses it and I think it's awesome. Like I had to figure out how to, I wanted to do the 2 types of red, so the flame red and then the little chilies red, and I think I did a good job, just to toot my own horn. So the cool thing about this one is it's sparkly. Hopefully that translates. I think it did when I shared my work in progress last time. Yeah, ta-da! That's my Neurospicy Brain, and hopefully you think it's cool, and hopefully you find it cool enough that you want to buy it and stitch it. And if you do, please. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by Milo. What is he doing? Sniffing things. Okay. If you do buy it, please share works in progress and tag me in them, or a finished piece and tag me in it. I would love to see. I love seeing that kind of thing. So yeah, this ties into my newest pattern that's available, which is this piece here. It's on my website. I will put a link in the description where you can get it if you wish to get the pattern. But yeah, let me know what you think of it. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you want to see the back, I usually leave my finished pieces, like my patterns, naked on the back. So there's the back. It's pretty neat, which is pretty cool. There's that. I'm gonna hang it back up because it lives on my wall, which is just off camera actually. It's like there. Sorry, I just got up and closed my door because my husband's decided to make a bunch of noise in the kitchen, and that's bad timing for me, basically. What's next? We'll keep on going with store stuff. I released my latest design for merch and apparel because it's the start of it. Well, it was the start of a new month, which I will also put links in the description for the collection itself, not each piece that you can get, because that would just kind of bombard the description with a bunch of links. But the collection's called Quiet Mind. There's 3 things that you can get with the design on it. It has 2 options of the design that you can get. So there's a cross stitch version and an embroidery version. So it was kind of like there was 6 different things to set up in the back end of my website. But it's all there, it's all awesome. I hope you check it out, and if you like any of it, let me know, and I would appreciate that. That would be awesome. This is fast, this FlossTube. I'm feeling like there's not a lot to chat about, which is not a bad thing because I am gonna probably have to split this recording in 2 because to do a tangent for a second, it's the last Friday that my girls have at school, and for some reason they have early dismissal, even though Fridays are usually early dismissal. This time it's like early dismissal. It's not the last day of school. They've still got 3 days next week, but some reason they're doing an early dismissal. So yeah, I had an appointment this morning that I had to get to, and I've rushed back home and going to be doing a little bit of the FlossTube recording, and then I have to do some later. So anyway, we'll see how far we can get through it. Let's move on to works in progress, which I have 4 works in progress. We'll start with this one that I haven't done a lot on, but I know I've done some It's the Village in the Valley piece. I'm still working on the brown, and I'm still working over here. There's just a lot of brown in this, and the amount of time I've had to work on it has just been like 5 to 10 minute bursts of work, if that makes sense. So yeah, I know I've stitched bits of it at least 3 times since my last FlossTube, so I know there's been work done on it. And as you can see, I'm working on one of the houses over here. So yeah, I did discover that I missed some of the pink. There's a little square, one square of pink in the rooftop of this house. So I'll need to remember to do that. I'll probably end up remembering when I stitch the roof itself, so that's okay. The next work in progress is the stitch along that I'm doing, which I am slowly catching up on. It's the Deadly Aquarium, the Village in the Valley piece that I just showed you is by Flossy Fox Shop. This one is by Lola cross stitch. This is, yeah, the Deadly Aquarium. I'm working on the coral, which was exhibit 3. That's down here. It kind of like goes up to here. But it's just a bunch of coral with a rock that it's attached to. And exhibit 4 just came out, where it's three fish. I need to look it up, because otherwise it's going to bug me. So it is 3 fish. So they're sort of 1, 2, 3-ish, and then just above the fish that's down here, there's some, what's it called? Sea lettuce or something like that. Yeah, sea lettuce, with a big gap in the middle of it. So there's obviously going to be something coming, and that's about there-ish. So I absolutely adore the little puffer fish, which I will show you up close. I mean, how cute is that little guy there? I've been able to slowly catch up, basically, and I haven't had a lot of time to be able to stitch, and I'll talk about that and you'll understand why in a minute. But I have been able to slowly catch up to being done with the week's exhibit before the next one comes out. Hopefully that makes sense. I feel like it makes sense. Because when like the second exhibit came out, which was all of this here and the puffer fish, I was still working on the border. So I was like a whole week behind, if that makes sense. I hadn't started on this guy down here, which was the first one that came out. So yeah. It might not make sense, but hopefully it does to some of you. I am slowly catching up, which is awesome, but not important. My husband's whistling. The next piece is a new thing, which nobody has seen yet. Now he's singing. It's a commission that I have gotten, which I believe I got very shortly after my last FlossTube. So since then, oh my gosh, I'll just wait. The cat opened the door, so thanks for that. And yeah, now it's loud again. But anyway, what I was saying was, since the last FlossTube, I got the commission, I've done the design, I got it approved, and now I have been stitching it. So this is the piece so far. I did discover that I messed it up slightly, the design, thankfully, not this part, not the stitching part, but the next row of text, I actually made the ascending letters. So when I say ascending letters, I mean letters like B and H and the K, where they have a bit that goes above the X height. I made them too tall, and so everything was shifted down one, and then the next row of text was shifted down another one. So I need to readjust everything, and I'm going to be doing that before I need to go and pick up my kids. So yeah, this just needs a little bit of tweaking to the design, and then I can continue stitching it. But I am very happy with how it's coming out so far. I was worried that the variegated floss wasn't gonna work, and like there's still a chance that it might not be great. the next thing after the wording I'm going to do is all the leaves that are around it and see if that matches. But I have my fingers crossed that it will work out, because I worked very hard to make sure that the gradient was even and it didn't have any abrupt changes when I had to change the floss. Like I'd run out of floss and needed to do another length of floss. So yeah, let me know what you think so far. This piece hopefully will be close to being finished next FlossTube. That'd be pretty cool. But it's going to be mounted on a board so that my customer can frame it, basically. So there's that one. I'm going to leave my pattern on my keyboard, and we're going to do the last work in progress, and then I'm going to pause it and go and get my kids. So the last work in progress is, of course, my flower field, which I am 2 days behind, unfortunately, because I've been busy. I still have sparkles on it, which I'll explain in a sec. So this is up until Wednesday the 12th. That's what it looks like. So I didn't do yesterday or today just yet. I'll catch up today. But the reason I have sparkly thread on my needle was because I did little sparkly bits for my 2 girls' birthdays. I got them to roll the dice on their birthdays. So unfortunately, my youngest daughter rolled my least favorite flower. So that sucks. But I was kind of due that flower. I think I've only stitched it 2 other times. 2 other times? Oh, actually no, it's not my least favorite. Or did I stitch it wrong over there? I think oh my gosh. Hold on one sec. I stitched it wrong. Oh my gosh. I made a whole other flower that doesn't exist. Okay, so the first time I got this flower was this one here. This one. And it's wrong. Like that's all the way back in January. So it's supposed to look like this. The green one here, the sort of turquoise one here. See what I mean? It's wrong. Anyway, that's interesting. I'm gonna leave it because that just gives it character. Like there's a couple of places where I've done things wrong, like I'm trying something or whatever, or I've just done it wrong and I've left it. So yeah. But anyway, so that's that piece, and I'm loving how it's looking with so many rows. Let me know what you think. As you can see, I've done the little, well, I did the little May to June sign, which I'll show you closer. Yeah. So let me know in the comments what you think. Tell me your birthday in the comments, and I can maybe, if you've had your birthday this year, I can point out which is your flower. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna pause it there and come back and talk about IRL stuff, because there's been so much going on. So give me one sec. Okay, I'm back. So it's been a few hours. I haven't just picked up my kids from school and gotten back home. I've been cleaning up the house because it's been an absolute disaster, and tomorrow is going to be a busy day. And I've put hand cream on and it's really slippery and it's not rubbing in. I think I just need to toss this hand cream out because I hate it when it doesn't rub in quickly. Plus this one smells, it's not like offensive. I don't particularly like it, and don't take this the wrong way, Mum. It reminds me of you. I don't know why, maybe it reminds me of Grandma. I don't know, but it has a very distinct smell, and it's not me, if that makes sense. I generally prefer, anyway, who cares? Let's talk about IRL stuff instead of me talking about hand cream, shall we? My notes are over here. There's been a bunch of stuff going on. The week before this current week, so the week starting the 3rd of June, my husband was away. He was in Boston for a week, or almost a whole week. And so I was solo parenting and trying to make sure that everything was ready for birthdays and parties and everything like that, leading up to, you know, all that stuff happening. Because last week my girls had their birthdays. My oldest is now 10, which is just like, oh my gosh, I've been a parent for 10 years. Oh, they're printing downstairs, but it's here. Let's wait for that to finish printing.
It's wrong.
What does it say?
An error has occurred. Turn the device off and on. Then see the manual and...
Okay, where do we even start explaining that? Printer is still making noise, basically, but that's okay. My girls, they had their birthdays this week. Yeah, my oldest is 10, and as I was saying, that's just, oh my gosh, I've been a parent for 10 years. It's hit me really hard. Like, as in, hit me as in, that's a big milestone, double digits and everything. So yeah, and my youngest is 8 now. So they had an awesome birthday each and were spoiled. And this past weekend, my oldest had her birthday party. So she had 5 friends come over. Righto, printer. Yeah, she had 5 friends come over to play and paint nails. Oh my God. Yeah, paint nails and have ice cream, and it was perfect. By about 15 minutes before the party ended, she was like, done. So I was very glad that I only scheduled it for an hour and a half, because apparently that was the perfect amount of time. And this coming weekend, so tomorrow, my youngest is having her birthday party. She's also having 5 friends come over. I think 5? I think it's 5. And that way there's 6 of them. So 5 friends coming over, and they're doing a girl-oriented Dungeons and Dragons campaign kind of thing, where my husband is going to be the dungeon master, and all of the girls are getting, that's what they were printing. So that was why the printer was going. They're all going to be cats with a power, I believe, and an ability or something like that. And yeah, he's going to do just like a really short mini campaign. And if it goes well, I think he's going to offer my daughter to invite, not necessarily all of them, but those of the girls that enjoyed it, they can come over maybe like once a month and have fun. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I've been tidying up, because even though I tidied up for last weekend, the house is a disaster again. So yeah, last weekend, apart from the birthday party that we had, my youngest had her ballet recital, which was super cute. We've been getting ready, me mentally, I guess, for the fact that school is going to be ending very, very soon. There's going to be summer holidays very soon. We don't have any plans to go away and do something, because it's really hard with my oldest. She thrives on routine and familiar situations, especially when it comes to nighttime. And yeah, so I really want to do something, but money's tight, with my husband still going with the small business that he's been building up over the last 12 months. So fingers crossed we can do something, but it probably won't be anything massive. And ow, my finger hurts. But the other thing that is going on is my foot. I guess just an update on that. I got to see an x-ray of my foot 2 days ago, where I got to check out how the screws look that are in my toe. I have been tossing up the idea of sharing the picture on my FlossTube, but I'm not going to, so don't worry. But I've got 3 screws in my toe, one that goes like the length of my toe, and then 2 sort of holding that one in place. I think that's why the other 2 are there. I'm not certain. I should have asked, but I didn't even think about why during the appointment. but they're going to be staying in my toe unless there's a problem with them. So yeah, I'm gonna have, officially this time, have screws in my toe forever. And I'll be part metal. Anyway, that's kind of everything that's been going on. It's been a lot of preparation, and both mental and physical, for birthdays. June is just hectic with, you know, the birthdays and parties and end of school year. It's always kind of been hectic. So I'll be glad by next FlossTube, basically, back in a different routine because of school holidays, and all of the birthday stuff will be over with. It'll just be my birthday next, which is next month, which I have plans for with my shop. So stay tuned for that, because I'm gonna be announcing that later on. I don't think there's anything else to share. I don't have any other notes. Let's leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment below about what you think of the pattern that I made. And I did just think of something, but I will save it until it's actually online, because it's not, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to get it up. I don't think it's going to be before Monday. So there is a thing. I will write myself a note to talk about it, because it is kind of cool and could be very helpful for people. So yeah, let me know what you think about the new pattern. Let me know what you think about the new collection. Let me know what you think about summer. I don't know. Just say hi in the comments. I always appreciate that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out so much, and it's free for you, and you can always change your mind. You don't have to stay subscribed forever and ever. But yeah, until next time, I will see you around the internet. Bye.